Let me see hands. See, even that painting we have tells it like it is, man. Anakin is the centerfold.
Well, yeah, bro.
Do you think that people agree with that? That Anakin is like
Yes.
one of the best characters?
No.
Because I think everyone hates it. A lot of people hate him.
A lot of people hate him, yeah.
So why are you saying yes? Obviously. Oh, because he's the center,
He's
of the story.
But they don't like his character. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love his character. I think he's top 3.
All right,
He's top 2. Favorite
He's
characters.
not 2.
Favorite characters, top 3 for sure. Just because I think
Of your characters?
Qui-Gon Jinn slips in there a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I would go Obi,
Qui-Gon Jinn, and Anakin.
Oh,
Those are my
no.
top 3.
It would be Obi, Anakin, Qui-Gon Jinn.
No, yeah, but I'm saying like, in general, like it's just all 3 of them for sure.
Yeah.
Because they switch up. When I'm watching the movies, they switch. Anyway, what the fuck are we talking about? Give me 5 seconds, yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Media Mixtape Podcast, where we talk about movies, music, and sports. This is your sports episode of the week. It's me, your boy Josh G. Sitting right next to me is my brother from the same mother, Obi Jack, a.k.a. Jacob.
What up, guys? Welcome back to another sports episode.
Welcome back to the studio for those who don't listen to our music and movies episodes. Yes, thank you. Bring the applause in. You know what's so funny is that I have to react to the visual,
as you can hear
but
it.
I can't hear I can't hear it right now.
Right.
I don't have headphones on. But anyways, yes, we're back. We are back in the studio. If you guys don't listen to our movies and music episodes, we did mention it there. We're back. You can see us on YouTube.
Yep.
I know it doesn't look like it. I look fine. I look normal.
Looks fine.
I took my knee brace off for the moment, but I am recovering still from my torn ACL, so I do wear this giant ass knee brace. I took it off because I was kind of sweating, and it just doesn't feel comfortable when you have it like that. But I'm still recovering from my ACL, but I can drive now. I can move around a lot better. Obviously, a month removed from the ACL surgery, so we decided to make the trip over to our studio and actually get back to using all this good stuff like the applause and laughter and stuff. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Back to our live audience.
Excited to be back, ramping back up into the podcast.
Yeah,
and get it out there. So
yeah, I'm having a good time. Talk about some NBA and NFL. Even though we are in baseball season, Jake and I still love talking NFL and NBA, and we do have quite a bit of stories to talk about. But as you can tell by the title on today's episode, we're actually going to discuss a popular hot topic on social media this week, as a lot of people are upset with Madden's ratings, as it is every single year. The new Madden 23 has been announced.
Is there ever a year where people are like, they got it right.
Exactly.
It's
right.
never like that.
Never like that. Everyone's always going to disagree with who is better than who and whatever it is. But we're going to talk about the Madden ratings, and we're going to talk about the top 10 quarterbacks, maybe talk about the top 11, 12, 13, because I know the bottom, they can all be kind of tied with the ratings.
Yeah.
We'll discuss who we would have and where, and we're kind of going to stick to Madden ratings, even though you're essentially saying who the better player is.
Right.
We're talking about what we think their Madden rating should be.
Do we agree or disagree?
And how they should be. Yeah, and ultimately it's going to come down to a quarterback discussion, who's better, who's not. But we'll just try to stick with focusing on Madden's ratings and try to rate the quarterbacks ourselves and mention Madden and what they have it at and kind of mention where we think players should be at.
Right.
But to start us off with some NBA talk before we get into all that good stuff. This is kind of an interesting story that I think is a little bit sad, and I hope that this doesn't happen. But former Lakers player Slava Medvedenko. I can't really pronounce his name too well, but he is apparently coming out and saying he is trying to sell his 2 NBA championship rings to raise money for his native country of Ukraine, as obviously they're still dealing with the Russia-Ukraine conflict out there.
Right.
He came out and said, we want to restore gyms because the Russian army bombed more than 100 schools. Our country, they need a lot of money to fix the schools. Obviously, this is incredible, and I hope that they are able to send money, whoever is able to get money to the Ukraine to help fix the schools and things like that, and of course, try to help them with any other help they need right now in this horrible situation, horrible time in their history right now. But I do also hope that someone steps in with money and says, hey, man, keep your championship rings. Whatever you think you were going to make off that, here's that and more.
Right.
Keep your rings, because obviously, he's probably still going to want to sell them just to get all the money he can there. But I do think someone in the NBA world who has money is going to be able to look at that and say, nah, that's, those are your rings. You earned them. You deserve them.
Hopefully.
Keep them.
Hopefully even the NBA says something.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping someone, Adam Silver, LeBron, whoever, former teammates of his, just come out and say, no, keep the rings. You deserve those.
Here's
X amount of money,
Right.
and we're going to do our best to help support.
Yeah, I mean, that's the hope. I feel like I would totally, if I was LeBron. You know what I mean?
I think about LeBron.
If I had hundreds of millions of dollars, you know? So, hopefully that is the case. But hopefully they just raise money to help that cause. It's an unfortunate situation. It's still ongoing in the Ukraine. Very sad. So hopefully that's over soon. And
he played for the Lakers back in 2000 all the way to 2005 before going to Atlanta and then obviously finishing up his NBA career there in 2006. So, he was part of those early 2000s Lakers championships. Shaq, come out, shoot him some money, man.
Yeah, hopefully,
we'll see. But again, he might even just say, hey, no matter what money I get, I'm still going to want to sell my rings because, more money the better to go fix these schools. Yeah. There's never enough money. So
in this type of situation,
but I still would respect and appreciate that gesture. Of someone going, nah, keep your rings. Here's the money. We'll see what happens. But either way, shout out to him for even trying to push this issue. I think when the Russia-Ukraine conflict was going on, a lot of people talked about it, and now it kind of feels like it's been put on the back burner, at least in the media. We don't really talk about it much here in America anymore, and maybe some would say it doesn't affect us as much, I guess, or it does, but maybe some people just think obviously it's not happening to us, so that's why we're not going to talk as much about it.
It's hard too, there's only so much you could do, and obviously with politics and stuff, America can't just go in or other countries can't just go in and save the Ukraine. It's unfortunate, but that's just how.
Just a really weird situation, complicated situation. But I do think it's great that he's bringing attention back to that issue because it is so ongoing issue that's going on. Moving on from that, though, speaking stuff, going back to basketball stuff, an NBA free agency update. Cavaliers made Colin Sexton a 3-year offer, but he's unlikely to take it, according to reports. And it's just really, the reality of the offer was like a 3-year with an average of like $13 million a year when it's very obvious that Colin Sexton, just because he's young, has potential. Average, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 24 points a game last year for Cleveland. So his perspective and his agent's perspective, we need to milk this as much as possible.
I'm your best player, bro.
$150 million. You know what I mean? That's what I need. And, maybe he's not worth that to a lot of teams, but some team out there might be willing to pay.
Well, I think if you're the Cavs, he's the best player you've had since LeBron. So
I think they already decided, though. They gave the money to Darius Garland. So they clearly like Garland more than they like Sexton. And I think a lot of people are like, oh, well, they're a good backcourt together. Sure, but you kind of, at some point, got to pick one, I think.
They're both point guards. Who else are you paying, bro?
You have guys, bro.
Who, bro?
They have to pay Evan Mobley eventually. You just pay Darius Garland. Is
Jared Allen? Yeah.
There with them? He's getting paid. Yeah. He's getting paid.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're not all on max deals. I don't think.
You're gonna give Garland and Sexton max deals? Why? They're not good enough. They're good, but they're not good enough. Pick one and move on from the other one.
Sure, I guess. Bring him to the Lakers. Fuck it.
That's all I'm saying. I think Colin Sexton's a good player, but you already decided to pay Darius Garland, so move on from him. And
they're both about the same, in my opinion. They're both
they're similar. But I would say I still like Garland better. Move on from Sexton and just try to see what you get.
What is it about Sexton? Because I agree, but I there's not really anything I could put on it. That's
his he's a little bit wild sometimes when he plays. He's a great defender.
Yeah.
And he can get the ball in the basket, but sometimes he can take bad shots, be a little bit selfish. At times.
There's just something about him. I don't know what it is.
I think it goes back to his high school and college days. Because when he was in high school, there was a viral video of him where some dude stared at him.
Yeah, and
then he looked back and stared back, and it was kind of like what a dick, I remember when I watched that video, I just felt like I didn't like him. For whatever reason, that first guy was staring at him first, but for whatever reason, I still looked at Colin Sexton as the bad guy in his response.
Yeah.
And so that's always rubbed me the wrong way about him, so I think I've always been like,
yeah.
Not the best attitude guy, even though it's just one situation. He's always been a little bit out there, though.
No, it's definitely I have had that. I don't know if it's just that situation, but I do remember that. There's something about him where I'm like, I don't know. I
think he's a good player. Yeah. But I'm telling you, if the Lakers somehow figure out a way tomorrow to get Colin Sexton, I would be appreciative because obviously the Lakers situation with Westbrook's messy and stuff. If you flip Westbrook for Colin Sexton, I'd be ecstatic. But at the same time, I would be like, I'm happy, but I don't love the guy still. Right. And he has to kind of earn my fandom because as of right now, put the Lakers jersey on, I like you. you got to make me love you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I still need some convincing, you know? So that's how I am with Colin Sexton. I think he's a good player. I just think there's something about him. I agree with you.
Right.
But yeah, we'll see what happens. Obviously, Colin Sexton is a restricted free agent, so he's probably going back to Cleveland. And then from there, next season, maybe he'll try to dive into the world of free agency and see what a team is really going to offer him when they try to offer some money. So moving on from that, Monty Williams, speaking of extension, signs a long-term extension with the Phoenix Suns. He will be there for...
Oh, fuck, I wish Jesse was here, dude.
Why?
Because...
You wish our brother was here?
Yeah. Because, first of all, he needs to go fucking say that hot take that he had the other day.
I mean, first of all, he's
Jesse Hot Takes, bro. He's Jesse Hot Takes. I'm sorry. After saying the shit that he said, he's Jesse
talked about our brother being a hot take guy. He's come into the podcast. He's not here today. He's not going to give us a hot take of the day. But he used to come in and give us hot takes. And when he was giving us hot takes, which he'll get back to it, we just haven't been in the studio. When he was giving us hot takes, he was not giving us any hot takes. He kept saying takes that were pretty reasonable. Yeah. We argued them, but they were pretty reasonable.
There's a couple that were...
Jesse gets, and we're all like this, me and all my brothers like this. Jesse gets some moments where it's less about how he feels about that situation. It's more about you're disagreeing with him.
Right.
So now he's going to even go triple down on what he said, whether he's right or wrong. What did he say recently?
That Westbrook's prime.
Now, Jesse's not here to defend himself.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to attack him too much. But here's what Jesse said.
That Westbrook's prime. Mm-hmm. So there was like a pick.
Pick who has to.
One got to go.
One got to go picture. Right. It was James Harden. Yeah. Allen Iverson.
James Harden, Chris Paul, and Westbrook. And I said, and I think this is what started it. I said Westbrook without a question. Like, it's not even close.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even have to look twice. It was Westbrook.
Yeah.
That was my sentiment.
Yeah.
Right? And then he said, Westbrook, I don't know, OKC, Westbrook was fucking different.
And then he said, to go ahead and double down, be stubborn, says, whoa, how Westbrook in his prime was better than Chris Paul in his prime.
Than Chris Paul in his prime. And our argument was, which is the correct argument, was that the entire career of Chris Paul is better than those 2 years than Westbrook had back-to-back MVPs and triple-double machine.
Well, this is the thing that pissed me off.
Even the point of, like, the triple-double machine led them to the 8th seed, and they were fucking garbage.
I think they were 6th seed at his best. But this is what was making me upset is that his argument was that the Westbrook's best prime, his best 2 years, were when he won MVPs back-to-back.
Right.
And I would argue, and maybe I would wrongfully argue, I don't know, you guys let me know. I would argue that those are not his best 2 years. Yes, he won the MVP, but we've talked about this so many times before in the past. Just because you win MVP does not mean you're the best player that year. It just depends. The way the voters are, the only reason why Westbrook won that MVP was because they were the 6th seed, they made the playoffs, and he averaged a triple-double, a 30-point triple-double. When you look at that first year that Westbrook won the MVP, which is probably the only one he deserved, the second one I felt like they were just like, well, he did a triple-double again,
right?
So you have to give it to him. But the first year he won it, even, which is probably the one he deserved more, Harden had a way better record, was a third seed in the Western Conference, pretty much by himself, and he averaged 29 points a game, 11 assists, and 9 rebounds, which is like 1 rebound off from a triple-double and 2 points less than Westbrook, but a way better record.
Right.
So it's like, it's one of those things where I would argue that Westbrook's best 2 years weren't even his MVP years. I think before, younger Westbrook, maybe 25, 26.
Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook.
I think that was probably Westbrook's prime, and then even then, it's hard to say that he was the reason why OKC was succeeding when we pretty much know KD was leading that squad, and Westbrook was a 2. So I think it's not even a question. Chris Paul, even at his prime, was better than Westbrook ever was.
But that's what I mean.
But even longevity-wise, you factor everything in. Longevity, career, of course. But Jesse was trying to argue that, no, prime, specifically prime, Westbrook was better.
But also, what blows my mind is, like, even on that list, Chris Paul is probably the only untouchable one.
Yeah, I don't think you could even touch him. Yeah, you can't cut Westbrook. Can't cut Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Chris Paul.
I'm like, if you did an argument for James Harden, I would be like, all right, I fuck with you. Like, let's talk about it. This is a debate. I'll give you that one. But Chris Paul is untouchable on that list. He's the best of the four.
Chris Paul's untouchable. AI is arguably untouchable because he's a top 20 player in NBA history.
Yeah.
Skill
That's what I'm saying.
alone.
But you can make the argument that, like, well, yeah, AI, like, he got to the finals once. Like,
and you can argue Harden.
Shorter career.
Had a long career, but even then, Harden never went to the finals.
Yeah.
So
There's
AI was so good that he took one team by himself to the finals. He had Mutombo, but still.
Yeah.
He took that one team to the finals and won a game against the Lakers.
But I'm saying, like, there, you can make an argument.
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, most people are going to be like, nah, fuck that. It's AI.
I think Chris Paul's 1, AI 2, Harden 3, Westbrook 4.
Westbrook 4, yeah. And it's obvious. I
think it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
But anyways, you can argue Westbrook and Harden all day.
Yeah.
Because they're similar career trajectories. Yeah. But speaking on Chris Paul, I do think Chris Paul is the best. And I think if you guys are sitting here arguing, oh no, my brother's right, a little brother's right, whatever, for whatever reason, you say Westbrook's prime was better than Chris Paul's prime. I think maybe if you look at just statistical value of the fact that he averaged a triple-double, sure. Yeah. But if you really look at Chris Paul's career, he was in the Hornets, he was in the MVP race with the Hornets pretty much alone, made the playoffs pretty much alone with those squads.
Right.
And then he left those squads, went to the Clippers, revived the Clippers franchise.
I mean, every team that he's gone to has become a playoff contender.
He revived their franchise. Clippers were down in the dirt, like they were done.
Right.
Obviously, like they were just one of the worst teams in the league. Made them one of the best teams in the league. Whatever you want to say about the Lob City Clippers, they never won anything, sure, but they were still considered one of the best teams in the league at the time. And then you move on from that. He goes to OKC. Old man Chris Paul, OKC takes him to the 4th seed, if I'm not mistaken, with a very young squad.
Was it the 4th?
I think they were the 4th seed, bro.
Jesus.
I think they were the 4th seed. Carries him to the 4th seed or 3rd or no, 4th. He was either 4th, 5th, or 6th, but definitely I think he was 4th.
Let me see.
Carries them to a good record. Carries OKC to the playoffs. Leaves OKC, which, by the way, they're still bad now after he left. Leaves OKC and goes to Phoenix and now makes Phoenix a championship contender. You got to give him his credit. Wherever he's gone, he's won games. And he's one of the best point guards in NBA history. Jake and I talked about it. I think you got to give Magic his love, Steph Curry his love. Say what you want about Steph, but I think it's Magic, Steph. Like, if I can't have Magic on my team, I want Steph.
Right.
Magic, Steph, Stockton, Nash, Kidd, Chris Paul is in that Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, John Stockton.
I don't know. I would have him higher. And I fucking hate Chris Paul.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's in that Stockton, Nash, Kidd. There, you could debate them all day.
Put them wherever you want.
Debate them all day, but that little category of point guards.
So they were 5th that season.
They're arguably all top 5.
OKC was 5th.
5th. Still pretty good, though.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He's Jesse Hot Takes from now on.
Jesse Hot Takes. We had a huge argument about it. It was going crazy.
Yeah.
What do you guys think, though? Chris Paul, Westbrook, in their prime, who was the better player? And then longevity.
Not even in their prime, bro. Like, it just on that,
Who's
in that 4, one got to go. Who is it?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I mean, it's a debate there with Westbrook and Harden.
It's not, though. It's not.
It's a little bit of a debate.
Because then if
Harden,
you really want to go about who
do?
was better in their prime, I mean, Harden was a MVP candidate player pretty much every season.
And carried the Rockets by himself to a top 3 seed all the time.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah.
Year after year.
Yeah. So that's where I'm like, it's not even really a debate between him and Harden.
Heavily was relied on. He was dropping 40 points a game.
Yeah, bro.
Heavily relied on.
Yeah. I mean, they were calling him the most unguardable player of all time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those were legitimate conversations.
Yeah.
I didn't agree with that because I would say it's Kobe probably, but
I get you. He one of the best offensive players for sure.
One of the best offensive players. So,
but also, I mean, once the rule changed about the free throws, all of a sudden his numbers dropped drastically. So.
For sure. But then also, like, he also exited his prime. He's in his 30s now. Like,
yeah. Is it the rule change or
he just lost a step? You know? So
interesting for sure. A conversation. You guys let us know how you guys feel. Hit us up on social media at media_mixtape. Let us know. One little NBA story before we hop off, although it's more of a baseball story. Klay Thompson was at the Dodger game rooting for his brother. It was pretty cool to see Klay Thompson at the Dodger game. Jake and I actually watched this live.
Yeah.
Trace Thompson, Klay's brother, hits a double. To drive in a run. It was pretty clutch. I don't think it was like a game-winning run or anything, but it was a pretty clutch
win.
win.
Put us up 1. It put us up 3.
I think it was a final score that we had.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was a clutch hit. Trace Thompson hits a double.
Klay was
and Klay's jumping up front row,
going
crazy for his brother. I thought it was a pretty cool little moment right there. Shout out to Clay for supporting his brother. Moving on from that, let's move on into some NFL talk before we start talking these Madden ratings. Cam Hayward on Mitch Trubisky says, everyone likes to say Mitch did this wrong, Mitch did that wrong. Man, Mitch did a lot of things right. Hopefully we have a better team around him, and we're going to support him right now. He's our number one quarterback. So that kind of begs the question. Pittsburgh. So that kind of begs the question. Wait, hold on. Because Cam Hayward is a vocal leader in this locker room. You know what I mean?
But Mitch just got there.
Yes. But I'm saying, this is what's interesting to me, is that he's basically saying, that's my quarterback.
Right.
But you just drafted Kenny Pickett in the first round.
Well, maybe it's a battle. Early in the OTAs.
Kenny Pickett won the first round, right?
Yeah.
So the question is, I'm asking you, who is the starting quarterback in your eyes in Pittsburgh? Because a lot of people, I think, up until now, obviously, I think everyone's kind of, still people probably think that Kenny Pickett's going to be the starting quarterback. But your opinion.
It's Mitch. It's Mitch until he fucks up, which is going to be soon, and then Kenny will be in there.
Stop hating on Mitch Trubisky, man.
He's going to fuck up, though, bro. He's going to fuck up. It's not even a hate. It's just more of like, it's more of like, I feel like I could fucking be a front office guy. Because for you to go like, to see all the quarterback talent that's in that draft and go, I'm going to fucking get this guy from North Carolina, bro. Like,
oh, in that year?
Yeah, in that year. And it go as high as he did
for him.
Bro, it's like, it's fucking terrible. And then they wrote it out for just fucking 5 seasons. Like,
I think Mitch Trubisky gets a little more hate than I think he deserves. To be fair to him, he went to Chicago. Let's not act like he went to this great organization. They're a historic organization.
Right.
They have a great history about them. But in recent years, since they had Jay Cutler, they never helped their quarterbacks.
Right.
Jay Cutler was getting murdered, getting sacked every single play. Probably will end his career a little bit shorter than he probably could have played. He probably could have played to his 40. He was a pretty good pocket presence quarterback.
I feel like he was lazy.
I think Jay Cutler was good. But this is the problem I have.
I feel like he was lazy, bro.
People go, Jay Cutler wasn't very good, kind of ass, wanted to just be with a bunch of models, and like whatever, he's lame. And it's like, what? Are we sure this is the case, or are we not sure that Chicago's just a bad organization that never knew how to build a team around him? Because I looked at Jay Cutler. I used to watch. That was who I watched when I was a kid. We don't watch Jay Cutler all the time, but I'm saying like he was one of the top quarterbacks in the league. And I always said, even as a kid, like to me, he reminded me of the Eli Mannings and the Tony Romos of the world. Of like, he's good, but there's a lot of work that needs to be around that squad. You can have almost a perfect squad for this guy to win. And I'm not saying that's the case for Eli and Tony, because Tony Romo was fucking incredible sometimes, and so was Eli Manning. But they all three, I think, were quarterbacks who were had amazing moments.
Yeah.
And ask a Chicago Bears fan, I'm sure they'll tell you, there were some fucking great moments with Jay Cutler. But at the end of the day, the organization failed them. Obviously, Eli Manning different because his organization didn't fail him. He fucking won 2 Super Bowls.
Right.
But I think they were all 3 quarterbacks that could have won multiple Super Bowls, or did have the talent to win Super Bowls.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, especially with Tony Romo, I don't
know, bro. Because he had a reality show with his, I think, ex-wife now. I think they got divorced, and you see him on the show, and I don't agree. Like, you got to see some of the clips.
I remember. I watched a little bit of the show. I think my mom used to watch a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
he
has
like,
moments where
he's just like,
wants to chill.
I don't give a fuck about any of this shit.
Yeah,
bro.
he wants to chill. But I think...
And I think that you can see that also on the field, right? Like, I think he was like...
But I think he probably knew, bro, I'm going to get sacked 50 times next season. Why am I going to fucking give a fuck about this shit? We're going to lose.
Giving him a little bit too
Let
much
me
credit,
just
bro.
fucking just launch the ball on the field.
He just was a lazy player, bro.
Nah, I disagree.
No. I'm not saying that you're wrong that he was getting sacked 50 times a game or whatever. I'm not saying any of that's wrong. I'm saying I also don't think he would have played till 40 is my point.
Sure, whatever, fine. Fine, whatever, that's fine. I'm not arguing.
I don't think he was like in it for the love of the game. I think he just was in it to be quarterback.
Let me look up fucking Jay Cutler right now. I want to look up his best season stats just to let you know a little glimmer of how good this motherfucker was. Cause I think people just like, oh, it's Jay Cutler, ha, whatever. He's fucking trash.
No, the Bears were respectable
under
under Jay Cutler.
They don't look at the numbers. You know what I mean? Jay Cutler in his, let's say, one of his better seasons, which in Chicago. His first or second season in Chicago in 2010, he was 10-5 record.
Yeah,
3,200 yards, which is pretty good at the time. This is not a pass first league like it is now.
Yeah,
23 touchdowns. Okay, 16 picks. God damn. That was one of his better record years, at least in there. He had
Let's just go to yardage. Give me his best yardage.
His best year yardage wise.
Was that year?
No, he threw when he was in Denver in 2008. Are we looking at Jay Cutler right now? I didn't even know he was.
I was about to say,
in Denver. Yeah, Jay Cutler in Denver in 2008. He had 4,526 yards, 25 touchdowns, but he did throw 18 interceptions.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah, he threw a lot of interceptions actually. Nah,
So maybe you're not looking at the stats.
So he was sacked in 2008 only 11 times. But in 2010,
the best offensive line.
2010, when I said he had 16 whatever picks, he had 52. He was sacked 52 times.
I mean, I don't disagree.
In Chicago, he was sacked 35 times, 52 times, 23 times, but I think he missed a lot of games. Yeah, he only played
all the games.
10 games. He only played 10 games that year.
Yeah.
Sacked, where am I? He was sacked 23 times that year when he only played 10 games.
Right.
Then he was sacked 38, 19, 38, 29, 17, and in Miami he was sacked 20 times.
That 17 year, what was his numbers there?
He was last year in Chicago, so they were ass.
Oh, they were ass. Okay.
Yeah. Last year in Chicago, he got sacked 17 times. He only played 5 games.
I don't...
17 times in 5 games.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's fucking wild. But also, like...
Jesus.
But also, part of that, could it be that he's like, I'm not fucking maneuvering, bro. I'm just going down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could it be that?
Maybe he wasn't as good as Tony Romo, okay? But I think he had the talent. He had some talent there. And all I'm saying is he had a little bit of talent. The team was his ass. The organization wasn't good. And when you go to Mitch Trubisky now, Mitch Trubisky was in that same boat, same situation where that team wasn't very good, organization wasn't very good, and they didn't really help him that much.
Gosh, he's not a good quarterback.
Tell me his best receiver he had. Allen Robinson?
Allen Robinson.
Who's pretty good. I actually think Allen Robinson's underrated.
Yeah, Allen Robinson's a pretty good wide receiver. Fuck.
Jesus.
No, he's just not a good quarterback, bro, and it's fine. He's just not a good quarterback. I think it was a bad draft. If he was a 4th round pick,
do you think Mitch Trubisky's a backup quarterback career wise?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I agree.
I don't think so.
I agree.
I think he is a starting quarterback in the same tier as your boy Baker Mayfield. Throw them right next to each other because they're in the same fucking boat to me.
You're saying they're the same?
I didn't say they're the same player.
Yeah, no.
I didn't say they're the same player.
No, stand on your fucking statement, bro.
I'm not saying they're the same player.
How are they in the same tier, bro?
I'm saying they're in the same tier of quarterbacks. That I go,
Baker's
if he's my starting quarterback, I'm fucked unless my team is stacked. But
even if your team is stacked,
I can use them.
Even if your team is stacked, you're fucked.
Because with both those guys, I'm like, I can use them. No, I disagree.
Well, I disagree with you.
I disagree. I think if you get Mitch a stack squad, he could do all right.
No, I think he'll still be ass.
I'm talking about like the Rams stacked.
He'll still be ass, I think.
Rams stacked. Baker and Trubisky are both on the roster.
Can Dan Orlovsky shut the fuck up about Matt Stafford? I thought he sucked. He did suck.
We get it.
He did suck. He has literally the best roster in the NFL right now.
I agree and disagree with you at the same time. Because I agree, Dan, shut the fuck up. I love you, Dan Orlovsky. I don't really.
No, you don't, though.
I don't really love him. I don't love him, but I also respect him as an analyst. I think he's fine. Do you? Yeah, I do. I think he's fine. I think for the most part, he's fine. He's a little bit annoying to me. But when he talks about the Cowboys, I don't like him, obviously, because he's a Cowboys hater. And Eagles lover.
Although he's kind of like...
self-proclaimed Eagles lover.
He's leveled out a little bit.
A little bit, I guess. He's a self-proclaimed Eagles lover, so that's why I don't like him. But to be honest, he's whatever. Yeah. When I watch, I go, I can watch him analyze a random Jacksonville game, and I'll be like, all right,
it's a decent enough take.
You know what I mean? Like a Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence. I'll watch him analyze the quarterback, and I think he has a good mind, a good quarterback mind, so I respect him a little bit. But, yeah, shut up about Stafford, because what are we talking about here? He won the fucking Super Bowl, bro. We all agree he's a top 10 quarterback. Shut the fuck up, right? Let's move on. He won the fucking Super Bowl already. Right. Shut up. But at the same time, fuck you because you...
Fuck off, bro.
I told you.
Fuck off.
I called it.
He threw a fucking game-losing interception.
I agree. But let's talk about this for a second.
A fucking game-losing interception.
I don't think...
that is fucking... Matt Stafford is known for throwing games.
No, he didn't, though. He didn't, though, because he didn't catch it.
Bro.
It is what it is. The defender didn't catch it.
He might as well have played for the 49ers on that play.
It is what it is.
That's how fucking accurate he was to the
interception didn't happen, and he
But my point is that would have ended the game.
Here is my point. Before this, I think we deleted some of the podcasts of me saying this. When Stafford was traded to the Rams,
you said he was going to win the Super Bowl.
I said they could win the Super Bowl next year, and Jake thought I was crazy. I was like, look, I'm not saying they are going to win the Super Bowl, but they can. Right. And I was right. They won the Super Bowl. So whatever. Suck my dick.
I'll give you that. You were right.
So that's what I'm saying. So then shut up.
But it's on some bullshit, man.
I think Stafford was good. He's a good quarterback. The team's stacked for sure. Don't get me wrong. But I think he's a good quarterback. Anyways, moving on from that. So who's the starting quarterback? You think Pickett?
Mitch until he fucks up, and then it's Kenny.
Yeah, fine. I think
he will fuck up by like game 3.
Sure. I think Trubisky should start.
Trubisky's gonna have like a 3-pick game in game 3, and then
Trubisky should start until I see that. Until I see him be bad, I think he's a starting quarterback in the league, and I think you need to let Kenny Pickett have some time to learn. And I think with him being quarterback, if Trubisky's quarterback the whole season, I think it's possible they can win 8 to 9 games. I really do. 8 to 9.
No, their team's trash.
I think they could be about 500. I think they get to that range.
The best wide receiver is who? Chase Claypool. That's your best wide receiver?
Yeah, Deontay Johnson probably, but he's probably their best receiver. But I
got 2 wide receivers.
Their team is just bad.
Your fucking
team
number 1 wide receiver.
Offensive line needs help. The team's pretty bad. Anyways,
that's what I'm saying. He's not gonna win 8, bro. He's gonna fuck up by game 3, and then Kenny will be the quarterback for the rest of the season.
We'll see. No disrespect, Kenny Pickett. I just think I think Trubisky is probably the starting quarterback, but we'll see.
I think he's starting for a little bit. So
I just wanted to mention that he has a little more hate than he should. Moving on from that, a little bit of a sad story, but a little bit of positivity here for sure. Texans. John Mechie III has been diagnosed with leukemia. He's likely out for the season. He came out in a statement from John Mechie as posted by the Houston Texans saying, "Recently I was diagnosed with APL, acute promyelectic leukemia, the most curable form of leukemia. I'm currently receiving great medical care. I'm in good spirits, and I expect to make a recovery at a later point in time. As a result of this diagnosis, I will likely not be playing football this season. My main focus will be on my health and recovery. Thank you in advance for your support and well wishes. I cannot wait to come back stronger than ever. God bless." I think I speak for everyone literally in the fucking sports fandom world when we say we are rooting for John Mechie. I expect him to make a recovery. I think he's such a fighting guy. I don't know if you guys remember a couple years ago when he was in Alabama. He had a fucking nasty ass ankle injury, and in the championship game, obviously he wanted to play. He was fucking done, bro. He went out there and was limping, like running his routes.
Yeah.
But he went out there on the field and still played, and that was fucking pretty sick to watch. I think he's a fighter, rooting for him. I think everyone's rooting for him. I was rooting for him even before this diagnosis, but super unfortunate to hear about this. Hoping him a speedy and great recovery.
Yeah, sounds like, as much as it's a bad diagnosis, seems pretty positive all the way around. So.
Yeah, that he's ready to fight on, head first, go into it. And then obviously he says it's supposedly one of the most curable of forms of leukemia. So that's great to hear too. Still unfortunate the fact that he was given this diagnosis, and he has to deal with the situation, but hoping that he can have a speedy recovery and we'll see him on the field sooner rather than later. I was already rooting for him. I was hoping the Cowboys took him. Actually, I was really excited to see him play. So hopefully, we'll have to maybe wait out one more year, but hopefully he plays sooner rather than later.
Right.
Rooting for him, man. Prayers out to John Mechie. Moving on from that, interesting little story here. Guess you could say it's another sad story for some. Antonio Brown was seen. Well, not seen. I mean, he just went and to perform at Rolling Loud this year. So he came out. He was announced. He's dancing and stuff, whatever, rapping, doing his thing, and a video went viral. And then so I saw one tweet where it said, "AB went from being the best receiver in the NFL to this. This is sad, dude." And an NFL. This is just a random person said this. An NFL player, Gardner Johnson, he plays for the Saints. Gardner Johnson came out and said, "Shake my head, bro. Lost it. This is not it." And then I was kind of watching, and I'm like, I watched the video, and I was like,
bad.
It's not that bad.
Yeah,
like people are like, "Oh, this is so sad."
He's at Rolling Loud.
Sad?
No, but he's at Rolling Loud.
I know, but to me, it was like, are you disrespecting rap right now? Like, just a genre? Like, oh, look at him, he's rapping. That's sad. It's like, what? I think I'm not saying he's a good rapper. I'm not saying he's a good performer.
Yeah, I'm not saying that either, but he's at Rolling Loud on stage.
He's at Rolling Loud. He's performing. He looks like he's having fun. I'm not saying that I'm in full support of everything Antonio Brown has done in his life or career. I'm not saying
I guess it's just sad in the sense of he should still be in the NFL.
I agree.
If he's in the NFL, he's arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL.
So I agree, but then CJ Gardner-Johnson posted that, and then Cameron Jordan, his teammate, was like, IDK, minus the little finger points, catwalk moves, LOL. Antonio Brown seemed like he's thriving in spite of what the world want to label him. Not too many artists perform at Rolling Loud, let alone football players turn musicians. And then he put shrug emoji. CJ Gardner-Johnson said, "Stop, because if you support that, then I'm going to drop a crazy video of me performing." But I'm like, it's not a crazy video. He's just performing. Like, I don't think it's that bad. Now, I'm not saying I support Antonio Brown. Not saying I even support his rap career because I really don't care. And I don't think he's that good of a rapper. But if people listen to his music and people listen to him enough to where he's going to go perform Rolling Loud or just have big concerts in general, more power to him, bro. He decided to be a rapper. It is what it is. Is it sad that he's in the NFL? Sure. But that's kind of his fault. So I don't feel bad for him.
Yeah, it's weird. That's weird to be like.
Miko Hardman came on and said, LOL. I think it's aight, though. And that's what I said, too.
Yeah, like.
And so CJ Gardner-Johnson said, LOL, I'm too hard on dude, ? So I think it's like just a little bit people want to poke fun and get criticize A.J. Brown for just.
But also because it was what, Cam Jordan, you said?
Cameron Jordan said that, yeah.
Yeah. His thing, too, is like, would the world want to... No, the world doesn't want to label him shit. He fucking did that shit to himself, bro.
Yeah, no.
That's the annoying part.
I'm not supporting...
Like, the world, the media wants to label him.
Let's not act like we're in support... we don't have to be in support of Antonio Brown. I'm in support of him as a person, as a football fan who sees this guy who clearly went from a great football player to having mental issues.
Yeah.
Like, I root for him in that sense as a human being.
Yeah.
I think he should get help. I think he should be on the football field. Or if not on the football field, working in the NFL to some extent. I think he should be taken care of financially for the rest of his life because of what he did in football. But at the same time, he is a person who needs to figure out how to get himself helped as well because at this point he's an adult and we can't force him to get help either. So he still made decisions whether he was under the right mindset or not. We can't even comment on that. I don't know what his mindset is right now. He looks fine right now. You know what I mean? But
that's what I mean. It's like, yeah, it looks fine.
He looks like he's having a good time.
He's performing at Rolling Loud. Like,
yeah, he looks like he's doing good.
Well, woe is Antonio Brown.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say, like, oh, man, like, this sucks. It's more like, hey, he's performing. That's cool.
Right.
Again, I'm not going to crazy support it, but I do think he still needs to get help. I don't know.
My thing is, like, obviously I have issues with both people of like, oh, the world wants to label him. No, dude.
Yeah.
The world didn't. Yeah, he did some fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, he fucked up.
Yeah.
He had opportunities.
The world's not labeling him as anything.
He was giving him multiple opportunities.
Yeah. So, it's just crazy. But, I mean, look, like I said, he's performing at Rolling Loud. That seems like a success.
Can we even judge him? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That seems like a successful thing to me.
Yeah. Is he performing because of his name? Maybe. Who cares? It's not our decision.
So hopefully he gets, like you said, hopefully he gets his help.
Yeah, that's all it is for me. Like if he wants to play football, which he clearly does, because he stated he wants to. I hope he can get the help he needs to be able to go through a football season. But he's never gonna play in the NFL again. Let's be real.
Yeah.
After the way he quit, that was his decision. Again, another decision he made. He had teammates sitting there trying to help him out. He decided to kind of throw away his career like that.
Yeah.
I
mean, I wouldn't take any risk on him.
And I feel bad because again, I do think the mental health part has to play a part in it. But it's also potentially that he just made that decision himself. You know? And was in the right mindset. Who knows? But yeah, shouts. I just want to say, shout out to Antonio Brown. He performed at Rolling Loud. I'm not gonna be the one who hates on him and judges him and say this is sad. I'm gonna say I don't love it. I'm not supporting. I'm not a fan of it. But he's performing at Rolling Loud. I'm not gonna criticize him for that.
Yeah, that's weird. Weird thing to criticize him for.
Exactly. Moving on from that, Leonard Fournette tweeted, "Camp in 2 days." Y'all love y'all. I'm off. And there was a picture of him, like his face, photoshopped into a fat dude because a lot of people came out and said, "Well, look at Leonard Fournette getting a little thick. He has to get back training time."
He got to training camp 30 pounds overweight. They said, and he's already a stocky dude.
That's just nothing though for NFL players.
But I think the biggest thing is like you have one job. One job is to come in shape.
Well, to me, it also depends. Was he out of shape? Is he 30 pounds heavier?
I don't know.
Because he's out of shape?
No way that's just muscle, bro. He came in at 260. Like, offensive linemen are 300 pounds, bro.
How tall is he?
He's not that tall either.
Leonard Fournette.
I think he's like 6 foot.
Leonard Fournette is sitting there at 6 feet tall.
6 feet.
He should probably be around 200 pounds. I think
his
as a football player though,
running was like 230. Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing is like
220, 230.
He runs at 230, so to come in at 260, it's like your only job is to like come in shape. Like
is that your job though?
It is your. What do you mean?
To get to training camp like that?
Yes. To get ready for the season in shape, yes, bro.
I feel like that's the whole point of training camp. You're trying to start getting in shape.
No, dude. Because if you're overweight like that and you just start.
You have to start conditioning first and then get into the work.
And you're going to be prone to injury more because you're not in shape. So
is it a fact that he was 30 pounds overweight?
yes,
Or was
he
it
came
like-
in at 260, bro.
It's tough.
260, and
It's pretty heavy.
Yeah,
That's pretty heavy, but at the same time, again, I think I laugh with him. I'm laughing with him because it's like, let's not act like this motherfucker's lazy, bro. Like, you know, he went from being on the Jacksonville Jaguars to them not wanting to pay him. That's really the truth. People act like he just left and went to Tampa Bay because he signed cheap because no one wanted him. It's like,
Right.
no, he was a good player.
well, he probably
He wanted to get
somewhere
paid.
else for more.
Huh?
He probably could have signed somewhere else for more.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
What's
true.
crazy is
But
that
he wanted to get paid. He didn't get
He
paid.
took over the starting position.
Yeah, he didn't get paid, so he went.
His first season, he was like, "I'm gonna sprinkle you in here and there."
Yeah.
And then
But
the
he
following
went-
season, he's just like, "I'm just a starter now."
He went, he became Lombardi Lenny, and he fucking won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know? So let's not act like this dude is lazy and fat all the time. It's like, all right, bro, came in a little overweight. Let him figure it out. If he goes to start the season, he looks like Eddie fucking Lacy, then we have a problem.
I think that's the biggest thing is when usually,
No disrespect to Eddie Lacy, by the way.
but that's the problem though, is that usually when you get players like this, you get more towards Eddie Lacy type of players.
You think eventually he's going to become Eddie Lacy.
Yeah, and then you get to the, the guys who come in and like, I'm just gonna work this off, and then I'm gonna be a beast ass fucking player.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go, oh no, he's just fucking fat now, dude.
Yeah.
Like, So,
Yeah.
and
like,
Eddie Lacy was still good, but it's like,
kind of like Shaq's career, like where
Yeah.
it's like, oh, but he's Shaq though, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
And
It's like
then
eventually, like,
at the end of his career, like it's not
nah,
fine.
bro.
It's not fine. He's
dude.
still a little bit slow.
Yeah.
Sure, fine. We'll see. I just got to see it in the season. I'm not sitting here like, because like you can't out of one side of your mouth say, oh my God, Ezekiel Elliott, best shape of his life, whatever, and then also say, oh, Leonard Fournette's fat. Like, no, you can't. It doesn't matter, right? That's what we always say. You could be in the best shape of your life now. You could be fat now. It doesn't matter because now doesn't matter. You got to be, when the season starts, if you're not ready, that's when it matters.
Right.
So who cares?
Yeah, if he's ready by the season, it's fine. But my thing is like,
If he twists an ankle,
you're setting
and he's out
yourself
for a
up
couple weeks, and then
for pulled hammies, you're setting yourself up for ACLs, Achilles. Like,
ACL's a big one, man.
Yeah.
I got torn ACL on my right knee. I'm telling you guys right now, be skinny, bruh. Be in shape, bruh.
be in shape. Because
That's what happened. It's what happened to me. I do blame the pandemic for my ACL a little bit too, because I would have kept playing ball if they allowed me to play ball. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not that I disagree with the fact they took the rims down. Whatever, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not getting into fucking pandemic talk, but they
Right,
did
right.
take the rims down,
So
and
you
they
didn't
did
have
lock
the
the
option.
gym,
You
so there
didn't
was
have the
nowhere
option. Yeah.
I could play basketball. So I didn't have the option. So I went 2 years not playing, and then I went to play. I tore my ACL. But it is true, yeah. If you don't, you're heavy, whatever, it's just gonna be more prone to injury. So
yeah.
hopefully, obviously, not rooting for injury with Leonard Fournette. I do think his response was fucking absolutely hilarious and perfect.
I like this tweet didn't age well because he fucking called Zeke a fat ass. He's like, "What you gave me for my birthday?" He's like, "A treadmill, you fat ass." So like, this tweet didn't age well.
Yeah. He tweeted that.
Yeah, he tweeted that. But it was like a few seasons ago, I think. So
Yeah. So, anyways, shout out to
Fournette. I'm still
Fournette.
my draft you if you're on the table, bro.
I love Leonard Fournette, bro. I've always loved him. I think
have
he's one of my
always,
favorite
too.
running backs. I don't know what it is. I
It
love
doesn't
him.
even matter like if he does well fantasy wise. I just like having
No.
him on my team.
Love him. I love
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette. Moving on from that, J.J. Watt's just the best human being in the planet, apparently. So NFL star J.J. Watt offers to cover the cost of a funeral after a woman tweets about selling shoes to raise money. So there was a woman, her name was Jennifer Simpson. On Twitter, she tweeted, I have a pair of @JJ Watt women's edition of Reebok shoes, size 9 for $60. I've worn them twice. They are great shoes. I'm only selling them because we are raising money for my grandpa's funeral. I also have a Watt women's XL Texans jersey for $30. Anyone interested? ? JJ Watt, obviously, I think got some traction. I think people started commenting and maybe tagging him. And so he saw it on Twitter and said, don't sell your shoes and jersey. We'll help with the funeral. I'm sorry for your loss. So just a fucking amazing guy, bro.
That's awesome.
Just an amazing guy.
So obviously there's a lot of negatives of social media, but that's one of the bigger positives for sure.
Huge, yeah. And I don't think it gets enough love. Like, it used to get a bunch of love.
Yeah.
We used to love when we would see that stuff. And now I feel like JJ Watt can tweet that and 5,000 people like it and no one else really pays attention to it.
Yeah.
Tweets like that used to go fucking 200,000
Crazy.
likes
Yeah.
and retweets,
Crazy
you know?
viral. Yeah.
We got to go back to appreciating that more because that's super dope. And no one has to do that. I think if I was a player, I would do that. But no one really has to do that. If I was a player, I would have fucking signed 6, 7 jerseys, go to her house, hand deliver that shit, take a picture with her and shit.
Right.
But even then, that's the sickest thing about social media is that he could literally go, hey, my assistant, I'm paying you. Here's a fucking autograph. Send it to her. Figure out her information. You don't have to do any work.
Right.
You just sign the shit, send it to her. He doesn't have to do anything and give her the money, obviously.
Right.
But that's what's super dope about that. But
Shout out to
anyway,
JJ.
shout out to JJ Watt, man. He's a beast.
Yeah.
Moving on from that, Derek Carr. Is he a Hall of Famer? This conversation has come from the Devontae Adams quote. So basically, they're asking Devontae Adams about the difference between going from Aaron Rodgers to Derek Carr. He responded by saying, and I'm a paraphrase, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he said. He basically said, well, going from Hall of Fame quarterback to Hall of Fame quarterback. And then he goes and answers the rest of the question. But that was kind of what everyone focused on. He said Hall of Fame quarterback to Hall of Fame quarterback. Everyone freaked out and said, what does he mean? You know, what does he mean?
What do you mean? What does he mean, bro? He fucking means he thinks he's Hall of Famer.
Yeah. What he said, though, later he clarified by saying, what I meant to say was, even if you go from Hall of Famer, it's an adjustment. Even if you go Hall of Famer to Hall of Famer, it's an adjustment. Even if it is Hall of Famer to Hall of Famer, there's going to be an adjustment. So that's what he said that twice. And then he says, I wasn't saying Hall of Famer Aaron to Hall of Famer Derek. So
why even clarify? Why even clarify? Just fucking don't say anything.
I would have been like,
because now you're like,
Derek Carr's Hall of Famer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because now you're like,
Adams did say that he could see his old college quarterback from Fresno State days getting to the point of being in the Hall of Fame. What I'm not going to do is say that Derek is not going to be a Hall of Famer, Adams said. I do think Derek's career is Hall of Fame worthy, and why not? People can say that about this guy or that guy, Adams said. What I would say is, does he have the MVPs right now? No. Has he won the Super Bowl right now? No. Not yet. Fuck, I can't fucking exit this thing. Not yet. That's obviously what we're chasing. So he did clarify.
Don't even clarify though, dude. Just stick by what you said, because now it's like, whoa. I didn't say Derek was a fucking Hall of Famer.
Here's what pisses me off though about all this. It's like, let's not act like we're stupid people, guys. Because you and I can sit here. We obviously know that Devontae Adams isn't sitting there saying Derek Carr is a Hall of Famer.
Right.
And him clarifying, we obviously know he doesn't mean Derek Carr isn't a Hall of Famer.
Right.
Like, what we do know is this. He fucking loves Derek Carr. It's his college quarterback. And he wants Derek Carr to succeed.
But that's what I mean, bro. He just shouldn't have said anything. Because, like, people are going to talk shit no matter what you say.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So
but let's not act like we're stupid, guys. Yeah. We know what he fucking meant. Derek Carr's great. He loves him. Is Derek Carr Hall of Famer now? Probably not.
Yeah.
But why are we going to make Devontae Adams say that? It's his quarterback.
I would say definitely not. Even if he won a Super Bowl, I would say definitely not.
I don't know. I don't agree with that.
I think just winning a Super Bowl doesn't make you a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Think about this.
Is Eli a fucking Hall of Famer?
Yes. And it's ridiculous that people even think he's not.
But it's
Eli's a Hall of Famer. It's not a conversation.
No, but it's a debate.
It's not a debate.
It's a debate.
It's not a debate.
Realistically, it's a debate.
No, it's not. Because people are going to debate.
It's not a debate.
I don't think it's a debate. And the reason why is because he's going to make it. This is my thing. Is he a Hall of Famer? Is he going to be a Hall of Famer?
Probably will be.
He's going to be a Hall of Famer.
It's a debate, though.
He's going to be a Hall of Famer.
It's a debate.
You know this, though. You know,
it's a debate.
However you feel about Eli Manning, he will be in the Hall of Fame.
There's a lot of good quarterbacks. They're fucking.
No, but you know that, right? He's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know that for sure.
You know that.
I don't know that.
They're going to put him in. Whether you
I'm 80% sure he's going to be Hall of Famer.
Whether you think he deserves it or not is a conversation.
I'm 80%.
And a debate.
I'm 80% sure.
I'm 90% sure. I'm 90. I'm not going to say 100. I'm going to say I'm 90% sure he will be in the Hall of Fame.
I'm like 80%.
And it's not because I'm saying he deserves to be a Hall of Famer. It's because I'm saying he is a Hall of Famer. Now, I'm going to say he's going to be a Hall of Famer. But what I am going to say is, does he deserve it? I guess we can sit here and debate that. But he did win 2 Super Bowls. Very hard to argue against him.
He won one Super Bowl against the undefeated New England Patriots.
He had an amazing, legendary throw. I mean, we can't talk about this last 20 years without talking about Eli Manning.
For sure, and that's what I'm saying. Most likely he will be.
Beat Brady.
He'd be undefeated Brady with Randy Moss.
Come on.
No, it's pretty crazy, but it's a debate.
How about this? Let me ask it, because Eli Manning.
So for Derek, I'm like, he's definitely not. Even if he won a Super Bowl, he probably.
So
wouldn't.
Eli Manning is an interesting conversation, but Eli Manning won 2. It's very hard for me to see Derek Carr winning 2. It's just a very short time span he has left. He's about 7 years.
He'd have to have the craziest season with Devontae.
He's like 7 to 10 years left, maybe at best. I would say.
Yeah.
And so it's very hard for me to say he's going to win 2. But I mean, he could win back to back. Who knows? But I will say this: if Derek Carr wins 1, right? Let's look at other quarterbacks who won 1. Joe Flacco.
Not a Hall of Famer.
Joe Flacco's not a Hall of Famer, but Derek Carr's better than Joe Flacco, right? It's not even a question.
Flacco had some years, bro.
He had some years, but I don't think it's a question.
And I always think Flacco's always been overrated.
All I'm saying is I think
Flacco had some years where I would say, I don't know, him and Derek would probably go at it.
Who is a Hall of Fame quarterback who did win a Super Bowl and is not that good? Who's in the Hall of Fame, though, already?
Let's see. Let me look.
I have to look up Hall of Fame quarterbacks because I think I will say this: he needs to win one. Like he can't make it without winning.
Oh no, yeah, undoubtedly, if he doesn't win one,
he's not.
Yeah, he's not going to be.
But dude, he could win the MVPs. Like that's part of the conversation too. Like how many MVPs you win or whatever. And if he wins an MVP, which he could win MVP next season. You don't think Derek Carr has an chance to win MVP next season? I think even the fact that we're mentioning that means he's good. You don't think he has a chance?
He has a chance. MVP? His division is tough though.
That's what I'm saying. I think we'll give him extra credit if anything because of his division.
So
if he wins his division at 13-4,
QBs: Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Johnny Unitas, Brett Favre, Dan Marino, and Dan Marino didn't win one.
Yeah, but Dan Marino's
fucking John Elway, Otto Graham. I didn't see Otto Graham play, so I can't say. Not. That one where I'm kind of iffy, but again, probably like old school people are like, "Fuck you, he's fucking the best." Sammy Baugh, Terry Bradshaw, Roger Staubach, Steve Young.
These are all the Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
You're lying. There's all of them.
Yeah.
Shit. No, he's not making it then.
Bart Starr.
He's not making it. You're already going back to the 60s and shit.
Yeah.
He's not making it.
Troy Aikman, Ken Stabler, Fran Tarkenton, Kurt Warner, Y.A. Tittle, Joe Namath, Warren Moon.
Derek Carr's not making it.
Yeah, no, he's not making it.
Derek Carr's not making it because
Jim Kelly, Len Dawson.
I mean, it's not even a question.
Norman Van Brocklin.
Those are all the Hall of Fame quarterbacks. How many would you say total?
I'm going down right now. Bobby Lane, Bobby Grease, Sonny Jurgensen, George Blanda.
How many NFL QBs?
Oh, this is the top 28. I think it's all it's 28. It's 28 because
it's only 28.
Yeah, ranking every NFL Hall of Fame quarterback. So it's 28.
Dad, no, there's no way he makes it. You kidding me?
28 of the 100 years of history.
You're telling me he's top 40 quarterbacks of all time? I don't know if I could say that now.
No, he's definitely not.
He's barely even top 10 of this generation or not.
You would have to say he's top. Yeah, he's top 30.
Yeah, so then no, he won't make it. Then that's what you got to realize too is that I think we forget that the Basketball Hall of Fame is very different from the Football Hall of Fame because football is very more. It's still prestigious
for the NBA Hall of Fame, but it's a lot more common for players to get in.
Yeah, I keep almost saying very more. It's very difficult. And it's more difficult than it is in the NBA to be in the Hall of Famer. Yeah, it's just so hard to be in the Hall of Fame in the NFL. So it's only 30. There's not even 30 in total. Yeah, he's not making it.
Out of 100 years.
Yeah, a lot of people say a lot of guys in our generation should make it, but that's just, it's all nostalgia for us. Like Phillip Rivers isn't making it then for sure. That's all the quarterbacks. Phillip Rivers isn't making it. No. Drew Brees is. Okay, I'll say who is. Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning.
Aaron Rodgers.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Pat Mahomes, probably.
I'm saying it right now, for sure. You know.
Peyton Manning.
5. Those 5. That's it. Of this last generation, those 20 years. Pretty much
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Joe Flacco. No, just kidding.
So no, Derek Carr will not make the Hall of Fame. Whether he makes
that's pretty crazy. This generation's adding 6,
5 or 6. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Last 20 years.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. But anyways, so no, he's not.
Sure. Dak Prescott, obviously, eventually.
Yeah, Dak Prescott will make the Hall of Fame. No, we'll be honest and say he can't, and no, even if he wins the Super Bowl, he won't.
Who, Dak?
Yeah.
No.
He has to win 3.
Yeah, he'd have to go on some crazy
2 or 3.
He'd have to dominate.
Yeah. That goes for everybody.
Yeah.
Stafford now.
Well, Pat. I think Pat's
Eli actually is in the conversation. Then actually, you're right.
Pat might be
I've changed my stance. Eli Manning probably isn't a Hall of Famer then. There's no way he is. How is Eli Manning a Hall of Famer if there's only 28 guys?
Yeah.
There's no way. You can't give it to him. I'm sorry.
Honestly, bro, if you're being real, and I know this might be blasphemy, but Peyton is on the edge in my opinion.
Nah, he broke the record for most touchdowns in one season.
No, I know, but it's just I'm saying he's gonna get in. I'm not saying he's not gonna get in. I'm saying
he's arguably the best ever, Jake. What do you mean?
Nah, dude.
He's arguably the best ever. What do you mean?
There's something about Peyton.
And I used to say this about Drew. I used to say Drew Brees was the best quarterback I've ever seen. Even with Brady, yes. I think Drew Brees is the best.
No, nobody.
Drew used to fucking dot up fucking practice squad dudes, bro.
No, I know, but Nobody argues that Tom Brady is the best athlete. Or
Some
best,
people do.
No. People just argue. He's
I literally had this argument one time. It was my supervisor at work, and I said, "Oh yeah, well this is what you always go with." They're talking about Jordan and LeBron.
Yeah.
I said, "Well, it's a different conversation. I think Jordan's the greatest. I think LeBron's the best. It's a different conversation in football too. I think Brady's the greatest.
The greatest.
I think
Drew Brees
is the best.
Yeah.
And they went crazy on me because what do you mean? No, Brady's obviously the best. I'm like, what? How is he the best? He's not the best quarterback. He's not the most skilled quarterback.
No, he's not.
Can't move the fastest.
He's the most dominant.
Yes, he can't move the fastest. He can't throw the farthest. He can't throw the most accurate.
Yeah, he's not the strongest.
I think he is great at all those things. I think he's great at most of everything. It isn't.
He's really good at everything.
Yeah,
but he's not great at one specific thing.
Yeah, he's the greatest of all time. Don't get me wrong. But we're talking about the best at the position ever.
Skills at the position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's difficult. So people disagree with that fact, though. They disagree. So I used to think Drew Brees is the best, but I think a lot of people would say Peyton Manning's the best. All around quarterback, he's the best. He's what you want in a quarterback.
I just feel like he lost so much. That's where my argument with Peyton is he lost so much, and being the best, he lost a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's
and he won his second Super Bowl.
But that's when it goes back to telling people bro, it is not fucking. Stop judging these quarterbacks off wins and Super Bowls. We're judging quarterbacks off Super Bowls. You know how fucking difficult it is to win one?
Yeah.
And you're judging these guys off of never winning?
Yeah.
Come on now. It's so fucking hard to just win one. So the fact that Peyton Manning won 2.
I'm just saying in general, in the playoffs.
Peyton Manning won 2, and he broke the record for most touchdowns in a season.
I know, but the second one,
I love Demaryius Thomas, but he had Demaryius Thomas and
the second one.
His second best receiver was, rest in peace, by the way. His second best receiver was, I forget. It was Demaryius Thomas, and it was one more fucking guy that were they're very similar.
West there?
No. I forget.
No, but the only fucking person that played worse than Cam Newton was fucking Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was worse than Cam Newton that game.
That was a battle of the defenses. It is what it is.
I'm just saying.
The Super Bowl, but yeah, they still got there.
I'm saying that second one is not because of Peyton Manning.
To get there? He threw 55 touchdowns
through the AFC,
in the season.
Through the weak AFC.
He threw 5 more than the record.
The AFC was weak as fuck back then.
He broke the record by 5 touchdowns.
The AFC was weak back then. I'm just saying, bro. He lost a lot. As great as he was, he lost a lot.
2013, he fucking threw 13-3 was their record. 55 touchdowns, 5,477 yards.
He's a good quarterback, obviously, bro.
Only 10 interceptions. Jesus
Who did they play in the playoffs?
Christ.
Did you see?
I gotta go to playoff stats, I think. But I mean, why are you disrespecting Peyton right here, bro?
I'm just saying that second Super Bowl was not because of fucking Peyton Manning, bro.
It's gonna take so long to try to find that specific stat. But I was just trying to see his teammates actually.
Yeah.
2013.
It was Demaryius and
roster. I have it on the tip of my tongue. I just can't remember his name right now. 2013 Broncos roster. Demaryius Thomas, Wes Welker. You're right.
Yeah.
And Eric Decker is who I was thinking about maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Eric Decker, Wes Welker, Demaryius Thomas. Julius Thomas was tight end.
And the running back was pretty good, right?
They had, this one says their running back was Koshan Moreno.
Okay, I had no idea who that is. So.
I don't think that, yeah, he was a starter, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Demaryius Thomas had 14 fucking 100 yards, though. What a beast, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I'm just saying. Payne's a beast.
Payne's a beast. I'm not saying he's not a beast.
He might be the best. Some people say he's the best. You're saying he's iffy? You're crazy.
I'm saying to get enough.
Nah, you're crazy. He's making it.
If you really break it down.
They say he's the best of all time.
No, he's making it. That's what I said.
55,
That's what I said at the beginning.
Picks.
That's what I said at the beginning. He's making it. Obviously, he's making it.
I think you just don't like Eli so much that you're trying to throw shade at Peyton now.
Like, fuck the whole Manning.
Yeah. We are also Eli Manning haters because we're Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the Romo versus Eli debates.
And also is annoying as fuck.
I thought Romo was better than Eli.
They went into
Straight
the playoffs 8-8.
Straight up. Talent for talent, Tony Romo was better than Eli Manning.
Yeah. I don't think anybody fucking...
I think a lot of people disagree.
I don't think anybody disagrees with that.
Tony was a beast, man.
Like, I think if you're a Giants fan, obviously Eli won you Super Bowls, but like, if you were like just to draft, like, yo, if you want Tony or you want Eli back, I think a lot of fans would be like, fucking give us Tony Romo, bro.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm pretty fucking sad to say it. I love Dak Prescott.
Nah, fuck you. Fuck
I
you,
love
bro.
Dak Prescott. Let me just say this for
Tony
a second.
Romo's not better than Dak Prescott.
I didn't say that. So let me finish what I'm about to say.
What are you gonna say?
I think that in 2016,
Nah.
the Cowboys should have just let Tony Romo start in the playoffs.
Nah.
Dak wasn't ready, bro.
Nah, bro.
Dak wasn't ready.
Nah, fuck that.
He was a rookie.
You were young.
I wasn't that young.
No, listen to what the fuck I'm saying. There was many years of going, we're fucking the most talented roster in the NFL right now.
I don't know
And
about
Tony
many
Romo-
years. I don't know about many years.
Okay.
Because there wasn't always offense and defense. The defense was always bad or the offense wasn't good enough. That was always the truth.
Fine.
And Romo always put 30 points up a game. Don't give me that
He
disrespect.
didn't always put 30
lot of
points up a
times he
game.
did.
He did.
A lot of times
he
he
also
did.
fucking threw a lot of interceptions in key
Fair.
moments.
Fair. It's fair. But I'm just saying. I'm
He
not
lost
talking
us
about
a lot of fucking
I'm not
games,
talking about
Josh.
year after year after year. I'm
He
saying
lost us a lot of fucking games.
Specifically 2016, he was out the whole season. Back was fine. He came in, one drive, threw a touchdown, last game of the season.
Yeah, it's against the Eagles, bro. They fucking
Dak
suck.
should have faked a little ankle twist and been like, Romo, you got to do it, bro.
No, dude,
You got
no.
to do it. I think Tony would have won in and
Bro,
won that fucking
do
2016
you
Super Bowl.
forget the high we were on that season?
We're on a high. But you forget how little it was.
No, what
it was
fucked
because
us
Dak
up?
Prescott. You forget how little
No, it
Dak
wasn't
Prescott
little,
was good, but Ezekiel
Dak
Elliott
was
was
like
carrying
fucking
us.
28-7 or whatever.
Dak, yes, but he was good. But no, he wasn't. He was like 22. He was only threw like 22 touchdowns. He threw a little
He
bit of
ran for
touchdowns.
a lot, bro. He ran for a lot of touchdowns, too.
6, I think.
Nah, bro, fuck you.
6.
Fuck you.
And,
Fuck you.
And Zeke carried that squad. Dak and Zeke were great together. And I still love Dak. Dak was
If
my
we
favorite player.
don't, no, but if you let Tony start that season in the playoffs,
Chemistry fucks it up.
yeah,
I mean,
chemistry's
it was never
fucked
gonna happen.
up.
It was never going to happen.
No,
that
I
wasn't
know.
even on the table.
Chemistry's fucked up, and we probably Dak never starts again. If Tony does well in the playoffs, Dak doesn't start again.
Tony starts next season.
Yeah, like Tony doesn't retire, and Tony needed to retire, bro.
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree.
So, fuck that. I don't ever talk
But he
about
retired
that.
after he won a Super Bowl, though, man. Could have won a Super Bowl in 2016. I'm just saying, Tony was ready.
Nah, our defense wasn't good
They're
enough.
pretty good.
Our defense wasn't good enough.
They're pretty good. Anyway, moving on from that, guys. Speaking of quarterbacks, thinking of rankings and Hall of Famers and all this stuff, let's talk about some Madden 23 NFL quarterback ratings. We're going to stick with just quarterbacks this week. If you guys like this and you guys want us to talk more, hit us up. Let us know. We'll talk about it next week. We'll do receivers and we'll do running backs, and then we can kind of just have some topics to talk about for the next
let us
few
know,
weeks.
man.
But let us know. If you don't like it, let us know as well. We won't even fucking talk about it anymore. But speaking of this year's quarterbacks ranking, should we go 10-1 or 1-10?
10-1.
10-1.
10-1 is the way to do it.
Okay, well, speaking of number 10, we actually have...
because we have their Madden ranking, so go 1 and 10.
Okay, well...
Sorry.
Make up your mind. Starting with number 1, NFL Madden rankings. The highest rated quarterback in next year's Madden is going to be Tom Brady.
Disagree.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, here's what's confusing to me. Is Madden, like, do the developers just live under a rock and they're just like a year late to everything? They get their news a year late or something? Because, like, yeah, maybe you could have said this after Brady won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You would have him the highest rating player. They lost last year. I mean, Brady clearly took a little bit of a step back.
Regardless, your rating should be based off of, like, because the ratings, quote unquote, are like, oh, this much speed and this much arm strength and this much accuracy and this much. And look, if you want a 99 now, his accuracy, fine. I'm not even gonna argue. But like that other shit is gonna fucking take him down a notch.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the arm strength. Now, is he still fucking great? Yes.
Yeah.
Is he the best quarterback in the fucking league? No.
I think last year we saw him take a little bit of a step back, which is why when he officially announced his retirement, we kind of weren't surprised.
Kind of figured it.
Yeah. And then he said he's going to come back, so obviously, cool. He'll be good. I would give him what would you give Brady? That's respectable. I would say give him a 94. I mean,
I was going to say 95.
94, 95.
95. I feel like that's...
We're honoring and respecting him as the GOAT.
As the GOAT.
But
95.
saying, hey, you're
he's not the
what
same.
you used to be.
Yeah.
94, 95.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess I get it. It's like if you're playing in a game.
I don't get it. 97.
No, I'm saying it's a 97. That's the highest ranking.
He's the highest rated quarterback.
There's no 99s?
No, he's the 97. He's the
Mahomes
highest.
is
That's
99,
it.
bro.
He's a 97. That's it. He's the highest.
I mean, I guess it's not a 99.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, fine. I would respectfully give him a 9. If you had other guys rated ahead of him, I would feel better about the 97.
Yeah.
But again, 95 is perfect, and you could fit 3 or 4 more quarterbacks ahead of him.
Yeah.
Because he's probably the 4th or 5th best quarterback in the league right now.
I would agree.
You know?
So I would say 95, respectable. He's not the best quarterback in the league.
95, 94. That's what I'm giving Brady.
And I've turned my opinion on him.
Me, I love Brady.
Yeah.
I
think he's fucking
easily one of my
incredible.
favorite players ever. Easily one of my favorite
I think
players
he's
ever.
fucking incredible.
Yeah.
But there's no way he's the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah. No, yeah. Once he took that fucking Patriots jersey off, that was it.
Yeah.
I love the guy now.
Yeah.
Moving on from that, Aaron Rodgers is a number 2 quarterback. Probably should be number 1. He won the MVP last year.
Sure.
He's a 96 overall. Give him a 97.
Again, bro.
Give him a 97.
What does Tom Brady do better? I guess fucking win football games, but There's nothing that Tom Brady could do better than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Now,
Physically.
Like, we're talking about attributes here. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers should be in front of him.
Physically and then mentally, IQ. I mean, you give
I would
Brady
say
all day.
98 Rodgers, 95
Brady.
Brady.
But that's not 1 and 2. You want to put in your notes? Put in your notes. Put in your notes what we have. What we're putting these guys. So yeah, I would probably put Rodgers number 1 though. I mean, he did win MVP. I might give him a 99 to be honest. He won MVP.
So you're saying 99? But he's not 99 though. He's not
the best, amazing, so good. He is the best though.
I'm gonna go 98.
He kind of is the best.
98.
I'll go 98 for him, sure. And then I'll give Brady a 95. So then at number 3, we have Dak Prescott. I'm just kidding. We have Patrick Mahomes. He's at a 95. Why is he dropping drastically? His teammates left, and all of a sudden, he's going to be 95. 99. 99 Mahomes.
Yes.
99 Mahomes. He's too good.
Thank you. I agree.
He's too good.
Yeah.
99. Now, he's the best quarterback in the league.
I'm gonna put them in order.
I think he is the best quarterback in the league.
Yes, dude. Yes.
I think if you like this is the thing. Ask yourself, guys. Some people out there who are Rodgers fans, Brady fans, they're going to be upset. Maybe Josh Allen fans would be upset too. Let me ask you this question. I don't care who Mahomes' teammates are. You can pick any fucking quarterback in the league to be your fucking quarterback for 1 season.
It's Patrick Mahomes.
It's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. It's Patrick Mahomes.
You might pick Rodgers.
Yeah.
You might pick Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I'm picking Patrick Mahomes.
I don't know. Of those 4, nobody's picking Josh Allen, bro. Come on.
I'm picking Mahomes.
People pick Tom Brady.
10 times
before they
out of
pick
10,
Josh
I'm picking Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
To be my quarterback.
I'll say 9 times out of 10. There might be that one time where I'm like, fuck, I take
Rodgers
it.
beast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. But I'll go ahead and say 99 for Mahomes.
Yeah.
He should still be in the 99 club.
Yes. He can literally do everything.
At worst.
He's doing left-handed fucking passes.
At worst.
Behind the back, no look. How does he not have a 99?
He did lose to Joey B. At worst, I'll give him a 98. Though.
Yeah, but Joey B's 100.
At worst, I'm getting a 98. 95?
Joey B's 100, bro.
95? It's getting disrespectful.
95 is crazy.
It's getting disrespectful out here.
And Brady's over him? That's insane.
Yeah, so you say 99 for Mahomes.
Yes.
I'm saying 99 for Mahomes.
I'm putting them in order as we go.
But I will say this. Madden doesn't just give 99s.
Yeah, but come on.
So just because Mahomes is a monster doesn't mean we could just give him 99.
You can, though, because he's a fucking monster.
I would say 98.
These motherfuckers doing no-look passes.
Just to say,
left-handed passes.
Because when they give you a 99, they give you a fucking plaque. They give you the game for free and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They make that shit so official. So because Madden is so sacred, let's put 98.
All right, fine.
Let's say, like, Mahomes did
He's
lose.
still number 1, though.
He's a beast. He's the best.
Yeah.
Let's give him 98 because 99 is very special.
Okay.
99 is he just won the Super Bowl and dominated and was MVP. You know?
Right. Okay.
But let's give him a 98.
So tie with Aaron Rodgers. Okay. Fuck with it.
And then we'll go ahead and go Josh Allen is I mean, can we get any more disrespectful than this? He's a 92 overall.
I'm not mad at it.
Really?
I'm not mad at it because he's got the arm and he's a beast, but like
still has accuracy issues. At times.
And I think consistency.
Okay.
For me. So 95, you said?
He's a 92.
All right, I just kind of low.
I'll give him 94.
Brady's a 95. Yeah,
I'll give him 94.
Yeah, 94.
Let's say yes. I probably would still prefer Brady over Josh Allen because Josh Allen could have some of the consistency issues. But Allen's a beast. I root for him. I love the guy.
Yeah.
Think he's good. 94 is good.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 5, Joey B. Burrow, 90 overall. I'm fine with him.
That's disrespectful. 90 is disrespectful.
I'm fine with him being.
Because I think if he had an offensive line, he's a fucking Super Bowl champ already. You know what I mean?
In Spain didn't get fucking obliterated by Aaron Donald. He's a Super Bowl champ.
Yeah. So I'll put him with Josh Allen, 94.
I felt bad for quitting Spain. Imagine if you just
a second longer, bro.
That's just your career.
Second longer.
Light. That sucks.
Jamar Chase, game-winning touchdown.
Like you're part of that forever. That's crazy. Anyways,
Joey B.
94.
I'm putting with Josh Allen.
No, I disagree.
93?
92. Let's relax. He's still young.
All right, yeah. Okay.
He's still young. He didn't put up crazy numbers last year in the playoffs.
I just think if he had an offensive line, he would have.
Maybe. But let's go at 92.
He has some weapons there.
Let's go 92. Because I'll say this. Because how many quarterbacks do you have on that list right now?
1, 2,
5, right?
3, 4, 5, yeah.
You're saying Joe Burrow's the 5th best quarterback in the league?
No, but there's still some wiggle room.
So that's
there might be another 95.
Give me 92, and let's give a little more wiggle room.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
92. Number 6. Can we give a round of applause for the respect? Dak Prescott.
Let's go.
Number 6.
What's his rating?
I'm going to say he's a little bit high at being the 6th best quarterback, but I actually like the rating, 89.
Yeah, that is
I
perfect.
think that's a perfect rating for Dak Prescott.
I don't understand if you're even a Dak hater how you could be mad at 89.
So I'm gonna say they hit him on the dot. 89 is great for Dak Prescott.
I agree.
I think he has a lot of room to grow. He's not, sir. You want to say he's not elite? Fine. He's 89. He's in that B tier, but he's there. He's knocking on the door of the A tier.
Yeah,
I
there's
think
probably people above him, but 89 is a good.
89, beautiful, Madden. You knocked it out the park with that one. Now 6 is high. Be the 6th best quarterback, but I love it. 89 is
89 is perfect. Yeah,
perfect. Justin Herbert is at an 88. Now, I don't like saying Justin Herbert is better than Dak. I don't like saying Joe Burrow is better than Dak, but I do think the league thinks he's better. Those guys are both better. So I'll go ahead and say, who's better, Herbert or Joe Burrow?
Oh, Joe Burrow's better. Ooh. Joe Burrow's better. But that's like
Ooh.
Justin honestly just has an arm, has a cannon.
I don't know, dude. You watched that fucking game against the Raiders?
Good. He's
so this
good.
is what it is.
But the Raiders fucking suck.
I've always been like, dude.
And they lost that
Fuck
game.
Justin Herbert.
They lost that game.
I know, but listen. I used to say this. I used to say this. Fuck Justin Herbert. I don't like the bullshit. Like, he's better than Dak already. I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
But when I watched that game against the Raiders, it's nothing to do with the Raiders and their blown coverage and they're being bad. It was a close game to see who went to the playoffs. And yes, he lost. He lost the game, admittedly.
Yeah.
But him going to 4th down, I'm shit you not, it felt like 17 times, 4th and 10, was converting that shit.
Yeah.
He's clutch as fuck.
He is. He's a beast.
That.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's better than Dak Prescott, but I don't think he's better than Joey B.
I just think if you swap, you think if you take Herbert, you put him on the Bengals, they don't go to the Super Bowl?
No.
Interesting.
I think Joey B has just a leadership thing that Justin doesn't have.
It's fair. It's fair.
And that's like one of the fucking attributes on Madden.
I'll say this.
Leadership.
This is a huge question mark here. Next season, if that defense performs the way we expect the Chargers defense to perform and Herbert doesn't, that's where I'll have issues with Herbert being that high. I'm knocking him down a huge tier
for sure.
if he doesn't perform next season, especially if the defense does live up to what we expect them to be.
Right.
But I'm going to go ahead and say he's a 90. If you think he's better, you don't think he's better than Joe Burrow, I'll say fine because he went to the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl. I'll say...
And the Bengals were not good.
91 for Herbert.
I have him at 90.
Okay.
I'm going to leave him at 90. No, let's do it. Robert says.
Wait, so he's... Because
I'm going to leave him at 90.
I say 91.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right,
91, bitch. That's for you Chargers fans.
That's how they do it at the fucking...
That's how they do it in the fucking Madden building. Yeah, I think he's really good.
He's better than Dak Prescott. Not by much.
Than Dak Prescott.
Not
Just
by
by
much.
a little bit,
but he's better.
Sure, I guess. I don't know. You ask me right now who I want on my team. I want Dak Prescott.
I want Dak Prescott too.
I love his leadership. I don't think Herbert has bad leadership.
Herbert has a fucking cannon on his fucking arm. For sure.
Moving on from that, number 8 on Madden's list, they have Lamar Jackson sitting there at 87 overall.
That's fine.
It's fine with me too. Yeah. Look, I know a lot of people are going to say Lamar Jackson's better than Dak Prescott. I disagree because I think Lamar Jackson is a great quarterback. I think he's fast as fuck. I think he's a great runner. But I think Dak leadership, Dak's pocket presence.
If I told you, okay, in this game, Dak and Lamar can only sit in the pocket
and throw. Yeah.
And throw. Who are you taking? You're taking Dak Prescott.
I think, you just tell me the defense.
I'm sorry. Throwing is the most important part of a fucking
being a quarterback.
Yeah. So,
but I think Lamar's a beast. I love Lamar. And don't get us wrong. It's just, I think Dak's better.
I think he's inaccurate is overrated, which is why I think 87 is good because he is accurate, but he could be more accurate.
Yeah. So 87 is good for me. I like 87. Moving on from that, tied with Lamar Jackson at number 8, we have Russell Wilson at 87.
That's low, bro. That is low.
I think Russell Wilson is better than Dak Prescott.
I agree. Yes, currently.
And I think Russell Wilson has been getting a little bit of unfair hate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he's a 90.
Okay.
I personally, when I make my top 10 quarterback list, I put Russell Wilson higher than Herbert and Joe Burrow. Motherfucker won 2 Super Bowls. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Okay. But he's getting older. Fine. Put him at a 90. I'm not gonna get mad at it.
Yeah, that's fine. And I think a lot of he's a beast, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, Russell Wilson's a beast.
And it's just like playing against him, especially when he was on the Seahawks, you're just like, this motherfucker's just going to get it done, bro.
Motherfucker don't miss.
Yeah. So we have him at 90, and I like that. I like that.
All right. Well, right now, I've said the 8th quarterback. I think I gave you 9. Can you tell me the rankings we have then for quarterbacks?
So currently we have at number 1 Patrick Mahomes at 98, Aaron Rodgers at number 2 at 98, Tom Brady at number 3, 95, Josh Allen at number 4, 94. This is getting confusing. Joey B at number 5 with 92, Justin Herbert at 6 with 91, Russell Wilson at 7 with 90. Dak Prescott at 8 with 89, and Lamar Jackson at 9 with 87.
Love the way we did that shit. All right.
Accurate.
Matthew Stafford is sitting at a 85 and 9th.
That's low. And I'm not the fucking biggest fan of
85 is
Stafford,
low.
but 85 is low.
88? Are you saying,
Are you saying Dak's better than Matt? I think 89. He's right there.
Sure. Fine. Tie with him.
My 90. We did win a Super Bowl.
He won a Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. He won a Super Bowl. I might give him the 90.
The Rams are stacked, bro.
I might give him the 90, but I'll go ahead and say.
I feel like a lot of QBs could have won a Super Bowl with that roster.
I'll go ahead and say this. I think he won the Super Bowl. You got to give him his credit.
Hit OBJ, Robert Woods, and Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I still think Dak Prescott's better, but if for the sake of argument, I don't want to argue with you guys. 89.
But above Dak?
Sure.
Because we got to rank him.
They're tied, but sure, above Dak. Fine. 89. Him and Dak are the same.
You're saying Russell's better than him?
Yes, I think Russ is better than him.
Okay.
But I do think he's better than Lamar Jackson. I think he might arguably be better than Dak Prescott because he won the Super Bowl. That's my thing.
Okay,
so that's our top 10.
Yeah.
The next few spots, just to rank them off real quick, just to let you know how we feel about these guys. Deshaun Watson of the Cleveland Browns is at 84.
Haven't seen him.
I'm fine leaving him there because I think that's where he was before.
Yeah.
Before he went out from playing football. Just leave him there. It's fine. We don't know how good he's going to be. He could be probably a 89, 90, but we don't know because he's not going to play.
It'd be terrible. We haven't seen him in a while.
Exactly. So. Kyler Murray's at 84. That's pretty fucking low, but at the same time.
That's kind of high, bro.
I'll give him 85. I'll give him 85.
I feel like it's kind of high, bro. I honestly, I don't understand the hype with Kyler Murray.
I don't like Kyler that much either, but.
I would have him like an 80 fucking 2, bro.
I'm not mad at that. I'm actually proud. I'm actually proud of Madden for that. Because, like, Madden would leans into the hype a lot.
Yeah,
but shout out to Madden for looking at Kyler Murray and saying, like, fuck that.
You suck.
I'm a little bit of a Kyler Murray hater, but also at the same time, I think he's just not that good.
Yeah.
I think he's good, but he's not that good. So,
for you.
Kyler Murray's 84. Agreed. Fine. I'm not mad about it. I would give him 85, maybe 86, but I'm not super mad at it.
I would probably drop him to 82, but.
Okay. You're a little bit disrespectful. Derek Carr for the Vegas Raiders is sitting at number 11 with the 83 overall.
That's fine. I think that's fine.
Same thing, man. I might give him 84.
No, I think 80. You said 83?
83?
I think that's fine.
That's like you're on the decline, bro. That's like you're about to fucking
He's
go to
had
70.
some fucking rosters, bro. He's had some rosters and then nothing
that were
with them.
ass. That's what he's had. Rosters that were ass.
He's had
Derek Carr 83 is pretty low for
prime
me.
Josh Jacobs, prime Amari Cooper, prime
I think 84 looks a little prettier.
Crabtree.
So again, I'm giving Kyler 85. I'm giving 84 to Derek Carr. He's a little prettier, a little nicer on the eyes to me. I'll give him 84.
Nah, I like where he's at.
And then Ryan Tannehill sitting at 83.
Too high.
Might knock him down to 82.
80, bro.
Maybe 81.
80, bro.
Maybe 79. Matt Ryan sitting at 81.
That's fine. He's old.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to decline. So the 81 looks like 83. It's like, oh, man, you're like declining. Derek Carr's not declining.
It's never inclined.
What do you mean?
He's declined.
Last year he was fucking incredible, bro. And you give him his credit.
Was he, though?
He was. He really was.
He doesn't have a playoff win in his career, bro.
He was so incredible. They're ass. The Raiders are a bad organization. Let's not pretend they are.
He's had some rosters, bro.
Yeah, that were ass.
He's had some rosters that were ass. Yeah, prime Khalil
Mack was too young. Michael Crabtree was too old.
Prime Khalil Mack. Prime Josh Jacobs.
Who was that? Was it prime Khalil Mack? Sure.
What do you mean? Yes, that was fucking his prime.
So let's rank our 10 best quarterbacks. That's about 10, right, Jake?
Yes. At number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Aaron Rodgers. Number 3, Tom Brady. Josh Allen at number 4. Joey B at number 5. Justin Herbert at number 6. Russell Wilson number 7. Matt Stafford number 8. Dak Prescott number 9, and Lamar Jackson number 10. That's actually like our top 10.
Pretty good
list.
accuracy there. The overalls, we'll probably maybe post a screenshot and post on Instagram, Twitter, or maybe like an Instagram story or something. Let you guys know what's up. But hit us up on social medias at media_mixtape. Let us know how you guys feel about our quarterback ratings. Those are the little tweaks and changes we would make that would make us a little bit happier looking at these quarterback rankings. But obviously, you guys have a much different opinion. Dak Prescott's probably like an 84 for a lot of people out there, which is some bullshit. But if you do want to disagree with us, hit us up on social medias at media_mixtape, or hit us up in the comments on YouTube. Let us know what you guys think about the rankings. Give us your rankings and hit us up.
Yeah, definitely hit us up. If you guys want to follow us directly, I'm OBJack, OBEEJAC. You can follow Josh at
Josh_G, 2 H's and 2 E's. If that's too confusing for you, it should be right here in front of me on YouTube. If not, it's in the description wherever you're watching or listening.
Yes, hope you guys enjoyed this sports episode. Back in the studio. That is going to do it for this one, and we will talk to you guys next week.
Peace.